everyone, it's Tom, your local friendly football fan. I bet you're all looking forward to Manchester United versus Liverpool today, aren't you? However, there is a very, very serious topic to discuss. A lot of football pundits have been saying that football players should stop hugging. They need to stop hugging during their football celebrations because this is very, very bad, apparently. This is something that people shouldn't do because in terms of social distancing and the coronavirus, it's just not safe. It's not safe for the players and it's not right. We've had the Chelsea manager, Frank Lampard, a man who played for England, won the Champions League with Chelsea and the Premier League, and had an incredible football career, a wealth of football knowledge, saying that football players should not hug each other during the celebration after they score a goal. We've had politicians trying to stamp out hugging during football matches. This is not a joke, this is a real thing. Just go on Twitter, you'll see it for yourself. And even just as recently as last night, we had James Maddison, who scored for Leicester, doing this sort of weird, like, comic celebration where he's pushing away the other players, saying, don't hug me, it's not right. And he came out after the match to say that this was an important message that they're trying to send. It's all very nice and it's all bollocks. Some people disagree with this. Some people think, well, I see where they're coming from, but I don't quite agree. And some people think that this is an amazing, wonderful thing that absolutely needs to be implemented. However, I don't share any of those views. In regards to professional football and its relationship with the coronavirus and COVID-secure environments, this is one of the most stupid things I have ever heard. I can't believe that this is actually being discussed by adults. Okay, now let me give you some scenarios, children. You're watching a football match. It's a professional football match, okay? Let's say it's the Liverpool versus Manchester United match, which will be on today on Sky Sports. You're sat in your living room watching the football. It's a game of football that you are now watching. There's a foul. Free kick. That's it. Gone. All the COVID restrictions, gone. COVID secure environment, gone. It's over already. You've lost. Because now there's a free kick. That means there's 4 men stood in a wall, basically holding hands. Doesn't matter whether they hug each other or not. They're within 2 meters of each other. They're all stood next to each other, holding hands. They may as well be taking a fucking bath. Let's give you another scenario. Wide free kick. Similar to a free kick, but it's wide. Out near the throw-in line. Now, what does this mean? It's too far wide for them to shoot. The angle is so ridiculous they cannot shoot. They have to send in a cross. Where are they sending the cross into? Into the penalty box. Who will be in the penalty box? A lot of football players, all stacked together within an 18-yard penalty box. Probably about 16 of the 22 available players will be basically touching each other in the penalty box. Half of them trying to clear the ball, half of them trying to score. What's that? What? Corner? It's over. Corner ball. Everyone's in the penalty box. All stood next to each other, jumping into each other, fouling each other, holding each other around the waist, pulling at each other's shirts. Does anyone else see how stupid this is, that we're trying to stop hugging? You cannot implement COVID-secure measures in play in a live football situation. Now, earlier in the video, I said that this is one of the most stupid things I've ever heard. One of the most. The most stupid thing I've ever heard, which is something that was actually being discussed within either the FA or FIFA, I can't remember which one. They were saying that during slide tackles, players should consider turning their face away from the ball during a slide tackle. Now, this was discussed by Sky Sports and I think also by the ESPN UK commentators. And they unanimously agreed that this was one of the most stupid things that they had ever heard, and that it sounds like it's come from someone who's never played football before. I agree. However, this thing about players shouldn't hug each other is not far off. It's not as stupid as that, but it's not far off. It's almost as bad. Once again, I cannot believe that this is being discussed by human beings, by adults with a brain who can watch a football match with eyes and ears. Look, let's try and end this on a positive note. It's great that you're all trying to be safe, or as safe as possible, but the fact is that football is either safe or it isn't during the match. A lot of good work has been done in regards to making professional football as safe as possible. The testing has been fantastic, and there hasn't been too many issues in regards to the coronavirus. There's been a few outbreaks here and there. I mean, Aston Villa are having an issue at the moment, but generally speaking, football has proved that it can operate during the pandemic. But there's nothing that you can do during the match in play to stem this virus. All you can do is stay as safe as possible and enjoy the football.